Okay, another big explosion and in precious metals, and I did promise my video editor. He asked me, he says, Brian, what effect will this Lebanese explosion have on precious metal prices? And I basically told him none at all. This is not a act of war or anything. And for the last week, we've been kind of running explosions on my videos here, if you take a look back a couple before this. So it's kind of coincidental that we had this little Lebanese explosion, and I think he kind of thought that as well. So what we have had is an explosion in precious metal prices and gold and silver, and I'll get to that in a moment. Meanwhile, you've been watching the lovely beach here in Lauderdale by the Sea. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. Here's a live view right now as I am doing my report. So if you come down here before you come into the store, as long as you're not carrying a lot of gold and silver or cash with you, go down to the beach, dip your toes in the sand. We're only a block or two away. And let's move along to precious metal prices here, because I'm not here to discuss explosions or beaches. I'm here to talk about gold and silver. Well, let's say one thing as far as explosions go. Wow, gold just blew right through that frickin' 2,000 mark. Holy smokes. Look at the New York spot price here. Let's look at the ranges. 2,029 to 2,055. It looks like it wanted just to march up to 2,100. I'm beside myself. You probably are. If you own gold or silver and you've been sitting on it, you're probably sitting beside yourself right now too, going, wow, what's going on here? Let's take a look at silver too. 26.87, kind of blew right through that 26 mark. Was at 27 plus at one point. So it looks like we're going to blow through this 27 mark as well. Platinum 983, up a little bit. Platinum is undervalued in my opinion. I don't think anybody's focusing on this, but really I think it's not a bad idea to buy some platinum, add some platinum to your portfolio, as well as gold and silver. Palladium, I don't know much about it. I'm not too sure about it, but really with platinum being so underpriced in my opinion, and silver being still half of what it really should be, and gold just marching its way to new highs, I think you're probably better off sticking with these three metals. However, again, don't know much about this. Please comment if you do in the comment section below. Let's take a look at the aftermarkets here, or the world markets as they call them. We used to call them the aftermarkets in the old days. Again, it's kind of the same thing. 2031 here in New York, 2039. It looks like, and I'm looking at a little trend here, that the world spot prices after New York closes seem to be a little higher, and they seem to be kind of telegraphing what New York will do in the morning. And again, I see these little trends because I watch gold and silver endlessly between basically almost 24 hours a day. Trust me, after I'm done with this video, and in the evening before I go to bed, I'm looking at world spot prices. So I'm watching this market. I see little trends all the time. So this trend will work until it doesn't. It looks like the world spot prices have been higher after New York closes, and this has typically in the last week or so been proving out to show that New York will open higher and or end up maybe open a little bit lower than what the world markets closed at the evening before, but New York opened a little bit lower, but it generally kind of catches up with the world markets. So I think that we'll see higher markets tomorrow. However, don't trade on my advice. Use your own gut feeling. I'm just here to kind of give you my opinion. Let's kind of move along to, again, I'd kind of talk more about precious metal prices, but wow, what else is there to say? We're in a full-blown bull market. I think we're going to see $2,500 gold. I think that's a conservative bet. I think we're going to see $50 silver, and I think that platinum is going to catch up with gold at some point and be near the price of gold. So here's two metals, silver and platinum. Both of the white metals, I think are looking like they're going to be double ups here before long. Palladium, again, don't know. And gold is just a safe, sorry about all the S's there. Safe, secure bet in my opinion. I think it's kind of like buying treasuries, maybe used to be at one time, or bonds or something, U.S. bonds. Just a sure, safe bet that is going to keep clicking its way up because of the money printing that's going on. Let me move on to some articles here. This was very interesting. Now, Bank of America has been talking about $3,000 gold. They were saying it's going to blow through 2,000. It has so far. And listen, I was saying this before they are, but am I smarter than them? Probably not. They went to college. Me, I grew up in this business, so if you take that for what it's worth. Anyways, Bank of America says silver could hit $50 in the near term, and I've been saying this for a long time. Silver's hit $50 an ounce twice. back in the 80s when it hit its $50 mark, and back in 2011 or 12, I think it might have been 12, near $50 an ounce. We will hit that high again. But the surprising part is that I'm actually hearing, I won't say actually hearing, but I'm hearing from people that I respect and I think are very intelligent in the field. One guy is thinking $250 silver, and another person I talked to is talking about possibly, well, the same guy is talking about maybe $5,000 plus gold. Wow! I mean, that's maybe not far-fetched. I mean, we could see $250 silver. I'd be happy to see it. But on the other hand, I started thinking about that. $250 silver, $5,000 gold, or even higher. Some people are talking about $15,000 gold. These are gold bugs talking about these kind of numbers. And I don't think they're far-fetched. I mean, in reality, it probably really should be at those numbers. However, it's not. And oh, that's my mother calling here. Let me, Mom, I'll call you back in a little bit. Sorry about that, folks. My mother, she's always calling me. But as far as prices go on this stuff, I think that we're going to see double up on silver, double up on platinum, and gold is going to keep ticking up. And if we see $5,000 and $15,000 gold prices, and we see silver at $150 or $100 or $250 an ounce, this is great for us gold people because it means that we secured our money. But is this really good? If a loaf of bread costs $50 or a gallon of milk costs $75, I mean, if we go into a hyperinflationary state, us gold and silver people that kind of secured our money in gold and silver are going to fare well because we have kind of secured our money, our positions. But again, don't be under any mistaken belief that if gold goes to $5,000 or $10,000, some crazy numbers like that, and silver goes to some crazy numbers, that life is going to be much better for you. Really, all you've done is secure your buying power, because if that happens, it's highly likely that we're going to see inflationary prices in food and everyday cost of living. So, those kind of numbers in gold and silver are just not good for the economy. I mean, however, we didn't create this economy, and if you got gold and silver, all you're trying to do is protect it. I hope I didn't go too long-winded on you, and I really just kept this page up here, so I probably bored you with the page while I was talking over it. So Bank of America says silver could hit $50 in the near term. I completely agree with them. I think silver's a great buy, still very underpriced in my opinion, but again, you never know. Let's take a look at the Wall Street Journal, so see what they say, because as I always talk about, I like to look at the Wall Street Journal because this might, if there's any black swans or events that look like they might be black swan events, that will tell us that the price of gold may just soar this week. Why not try to trade off that information? However, I don't see anything here. Beirut probe. Again, my video editor keeps telling me to talk about this Beirut thing. I don't think it has anything to do with gold. It won't have any impact on gold, but it is interesting no less. And Instagram, I didn't really get a chance to look at the Wall Street Journal today because I've been so busy. Our store has been packed right out the door. People buying gold. Actually, I've got sellers. I've been telling them I think it's going to go higher. I've been discouraging people from selling me silver and gold just because I don't think it's the right time, but who the hell knows? I could be wrong on that, but highly doubtful. No less, I think this is a buyer's market still, not a seller's market. I think we're going to see $2,500 plus gold pretty easily. I'm conservative on that. I think we're going to see $50 silver, and the more and more I look at it, I think we're going to see this. Unless somebody monkey hammers it, or some entity monkey hammers it, which you never know. I've seen that happen once too before. Come into the store, I'll discuss that whole deal with you and tell you what happened back in 2012 and why markets did fall then. Anyway, this is Brian Kuzmar from Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. Call me anytime at 954-493-8811 if I can answer any questions for you. I'm here 10 to 4 Mondays through Fridays during trading hours. Love to help you with your purchases. Love to give you good advice. Even if you're not buying from me and you're listening to this from hundreds of miles away, because I can't do business with you if you're out of my region here. I only do face-to-face transactions. But if you're out of my area and you can't do business with me, don't hesitate to call me. I know dealers all over the country. I'll point you to who I think the best guy in your area is. Again, thanks for watching, and have a great evening.